back with another video. First of all, if you are new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not, welcome back, gang. Okay, so as y'all read about the title, y'all seen the thumbnail, you guys already know what we'll be discussing today. Of course, the most anticipated episode of the season, Carmen's Bootcamp, episode 5. Now, before I get into this recap, I want it to be very clear. This, video is in no way bashing Tardy or Carmen or anybody. This is simply my opinions, my experiences, and my truths. And I'm not going to, sugarcoat nothing that happened, because it seems like a lot of people are trying to, beat around the bush in terms of talking about what happened for whatever reasons. But we're going to get into that. So let's get right into this video. So this episode starts off, and it's, of course, about the dirty rooms. Major Cat is going through the rooms, just, pointing out, people's clothes is everywhere. I think one of the rooms had, like, food in there, blah, blah, blah. I will say, if you notice, there was one room that was not shown, and that was me and New York's room. For one, our room probably didn't fit the narrative, to be honest, of, looking all super messy, because I brought a lot of stuff. So to me, it was like, I don't like to have my stuff everywhere, because I'd be scared that if I have everything everywhere, I'm going to forget something when it comes to packing. So for me, I'm going to just keep everything kind of in my suitcase and go from there. Granted, also, we didn't have a lot of time to, really get ready. So it was kind of like always switch clothes, and then it was like we'll be filming all day. So by the time we're done filming, from like 8 a.m. to maybe like midnight sometimes, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever time it is, you're going to take a shower and get ready for bed, to be honest, majority of the time. So, not saying that's an excuse. People, everybody's grown in there. But, shit happens. As far as like the poop upstairs and all that, obviously that was part of production's, thing to build like the tension up in the room for what they were about to do next. Added on to that, it was like the whole situation where Carmen had to leave for her family emergency. You know what I'm saying? This was all to build up tension and build up adrenaline and, put some pressure on everybody, because they knew that what they were going to do with the journals. Moving on, when Carmen is sitting there, having her little heart-to-heart with us, and, she's giving the speech about don't, go talk to production, and, all this stuff about, buying production and buying people. I'm going to let y'all see so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Something, then you need to stay there. Because the more you keep going to people, the more that you make yourself look bad. Why I said that? Because people start looking at you like, why she always coming to me? Like, it's like you're trying to buy people in here. These people don't care about y'all. And they're not going to help me pick the one that I want to pick. They're not going to help me pick the winner. I'm not buying this no more. I promise you I'm not. Whether I come back today or not, I'm still going to have the same attitude. Don't think that this is just for the camera. We can cut the camera off and I'm still going to talk to you the same way.
Okay. So, as y'all can see, Carmen gave her little speech. The whole thing about this speech to me was, this essentially was all talking about Tardy. The going to production thing was pretty much all Tardy. Granted, there was one other person who also went to production on occasion, but the buying, doing too much, and what did they say? Something about when you're talking to us, it's like you're trying to buy us. That was all about Tardy. That was a statement that Kiana J made about Tardy. So I feel like, they're already I don't want to say necessarily trying to pin us against her, but I feel like they're already exploiting the, the tension and the feeling that they already know is there. Fast forward to, the books. We are told everybody needs to write who they feel like should go home and why. Now, when we're writing these books, although, it shows us at the circle, we originally actually started in the room with the pool. So everybody was on like different sides of the pool writing, writing in their journal. Nobody knew who was writing what about who. There was no conspiracy or anything like that when it came to who was writing what about who in their journals. So Fast forward to the circle. We're now here at the circle with our, you know, journals. You know, they're still building up this tension and the drama and making it, you know, making it into this whole big thing.
You ain't got a name of what you got to say. You got to go. I don't care if you feel like I said something. I respect you more than you sit up here telling me something, anything, without a name. That's weak to me. Weak. Y'all think this shit is a game.
So that they're ready, you know, so that when it comes to the journals, everybody's like on 10 or on edge. So I'm gonna let you guys see what was written in my journal, and then I'll just kind of talk about it after that.
There's no doubt in my mind that blank is special. However, I feel there are certain things that stop her from reaching her full potential. Every single elimination, I feel she was given the same feedback and not showing any growth. No development, no nothing. The constant need to outdo the next person is something I think she needs to work on. She struggles to fall in line even when it needs to be in line. A great leader and a star knows when to shine and when to be an essential piece of the bigger unit.
That's good. That's good.
I'm going to read that again. A great leader and star knows when to shine and when to be an essential piece of a bigger unit for a much larger goal. I think there were many other amazing ladies who were sent home for much less. I think she was given many chances. Show something different. Do something different. Next one.
I decided that Tardy was the one that I felt like should go home in that moment. Now, I see a lot of comments about, you know, everybody putting her in their journal being rooted in like jealousy and spite and hate, you know, and stuff like that. I'm not going to speak for other people because I don't know what anybody else's intentions were. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they truly felt. I don't know why they put her in their book. You know what I'm saying? I cannot speak for anybody but myself. Now me, when I put her in my book, it was simply because she was given too many chances. And it was nothing more than that for me. You know what I'm saying? Tardy as a person, I think she's a great person. I feel like even after the show, me and her developed a great friendship. She's a good friend to me. I'm not going to lie. In my lowest moment, she was there for me. I would never take that away from her. She's a great person. Competition-wise, she was allowed to coast in the competition, and I wasn't going to stand for that. If you're asking me who should go home, I'm going to say I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I feel like a lot of the reason why she was still there was based in favoritism, and I feel like a lot of that favoritism was rooted in appearance, skin color. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? She was given, you know, so many chances, and it seemed like it was just chance after chance that would give her critique after critique, and it was like, critique this, but I'm gonna let you stay. And for me, it was like, if you look at the list of people who had already went home, people were sent home for stuff like, oh, how they answered a question, they felt like they didn't do enough. It was like people were sent home for little stuff or for their first offense, realistically. But yet we have somebody sitting here who has had multiple offenses, and they're still sitting here. So now it's like, well, let's look at why they're here. You know what I'm saying? It's not because, you know, I'm not going to say, you know what? I'm going to skip that. But yes, I feel like there was a lot of favoritism. I feel like favoritism was the main reason that she was still there. And for me, when they asked me my opinion, I'm going to state that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm the type of person where I don't speak unless spoken to. So I'm not going to, you know, go and be confrontational with the girl because I don't have a personal issue with her. However, if we're going to sit here and ask who should go home. You're giving me my opportunity to let you guys know how I feel. This is the time I'm going to take it and speak. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think she was the only person who, you know, was shown favoritism to? No. I feel like Jay was shown a lot of favoritism as well. And me and Jay have spoken about that. However, the difference between her and Jay for me was that I could not write a whole book about why Jay should go home. Jay, you know, she showed up. She did what she had to do in the challenges. And, you know, I couldn't list any reasons why she should go home. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of the other women also felt the same way. I feel like a lot of them overlooked it though. One, because they were either also light-skinned and maybe also, you know, in certain areas were able to be beneficiaries of, you know, the favoritism. And I feel like some other ladies is just plain that they're light-skinned, and because they were light-skinned, it didn't affect them the way it affected other women. So for me, it was like, I know a lot of these other women feel this type of way, but they're not going to speak on it. So I'm going to speak on it. That's just how I felt. I'm not going to sit here as a dark-skinned black woman and see, you know, what's going on here and overlook it and decide to say somebody else to deserve to go home, because there's nobody who deserved to go home more in that moment than her, in my opinion. And then another thing, I feel like there's a lot of women who kind of got on Instagram and just are straight capping. Like, let's be real. Majority of these women, other than maybe the exception of other than the exception of Honey and ZZ, felt the exact same way the entire time. Yet a lot of these women are getting on live and, you know, singing praises for the girl. Like, that's not how you felt. Be real. You can admit that, okay, now, you know, you changed your mind about her, because I too have changed my mind about her. However, in that moment, don't turn around and act like you didn't see the bullshit, because you did. And you felt like there was bullshit. So why is it now everybody trying to fake, you know, for social media just to, you know, please the audience? I will never do that. I'm going to always be straight up, and who rock with me because I'm real, and who don't, they don't. And that's, you know, you're entitled to feel that way. That's just what it is. I just feel like, you know, all in all, when it came down to every circumstance that happened with Tardy, had she been switched out with somebody else, like let's say Braids or or even New York. Let's say New York was late all those times, came without the wrong outfit, didn't have the videos up. Do you think that person would still be sitting there at episode 5, or would they have been eliminated? I'll let you guys answer that question. So for me, it's just like, for people to sit there and act like there was absolutely no reason that Tardy should have been in this book, and that everybody is, you know, intimidated by what she looks like, is bullshit. To be honest, let's keep it a stack. There was many reasons for her to go home. So, you know, everybody is not a hater for putting her in their book. Were there people who wrote her name in there out of jealousy? Maybe. I don't know. That's not for me to decide. But I know for myself, I'm not going to be painted out as somebody, you know, that I'm not. But yes, I don't want to ramble too much with this video. I feel like I was pretty clear, you know, in what I felt. And, you know, I don't regret anything I said in my book, because at the end of the day, I never attacked her personally. I never came for her character. I simply stated, you know, reasons within the competition that I felt like, you know, she should have been eliminated for. Well, that is the end of this video. You know, I don't want to say too much because there's still a lot of it to play out on camera. I don't know what exactly they're going to show moving forward, but best believe I will be here to let y'all know the truth. But like I said, if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not, thank you for joining me for another video. And I will catch you guys in the next one.